hits as a team as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 4-3. The Seattle Mariners hit 3 long balls as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 8-1. Jay Happ pitched his way to his 100th career victory, leading the Blue Jays to a win over the Red Sox 7-2. The win was their 5th straight as a team. Giancarlo Stanton plated 5 on the day with 2 big flies, leading the Yankees past the Indians 6-5. He is among the American League leaders in home runs. The Tampa Bay Rays totaled 13 hits as a team as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 9-5. The Mets combined for a 4-hitter as they bested the visiting Nats 1-0. The Milwaukee Brewers knocked out 10 hits as a team as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 5-1. The Diamondbacks sent 3 balls into the seats as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 7-3. The Dodgers completed the long 4-game sweep as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 7-6. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Summertime by the Bay, AT&T Park in San Francisco. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Oakland A's and the San Francisco Giants. The Giants are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Madison Bumgarner, a lefty from North Carolina, gets the starting assignment. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Quite frankly, one of the toughest and baddest dudes in the game of baseball. We all remember coming in Game 7 of the World Series against the Kansas City Royals. Every team thinks that they have an ace. Well, guess what? This guy is a true, legitimate ace. Low to mid-90s fastball, good curveball. It does have the straight changeup in. Just in case you didn't know this, the guy can swing the bat a little bit, too. One of the best pitchers in the game.
First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. Fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feel. Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
If you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Steve Lombardozzi. First at bat for him as he enters play 3rd in the American League batting race. First pitch of the at bat on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I really believe this offense really needs their cleanup hitter to find his form. Watching his last game, he went 0 for 4, and it just looks like he's out of sync right now. Maybe this game is the game that gets him going.
Striding in for Oakland, Chris Davis. He's always a long ball threat, currently 4th in the American League in that department. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now the 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. McCutchen is under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Batting fourth, catcher, Josh Begley.
Next up for the A's, Josh Begley. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
Well, even though these two teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, and for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but they're not having to stay at hotels and all that. It's just like a normal home game where they're driving to a different ballpark.
Hit out toward second. Panic is there, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. The A's strand 1. It's the A's nothing. Giants coming up. It's the Bay Bridge Series, and it's on the show. Trevor Cahill is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the A's. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, when you think of Trevor Cahill, you think of one thing: power, sinker. A lot of guys around the league refer to this guy as he throws a bowling ball. Sinker, slider guy, 2-pitch guy, will occasionally throw a changeup. The key to Trevor Cahill, getting that power sinker in the strike zone. And if he is, you're going to see a boatload of ground balls.
And Dan, D-Row, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. Even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Hey, why not get on a hot streak, Matty? They played really well yesterday. Continue that trend. Stay on the attack. See if you can get on a hot streak. Maybe rattle off 8 to 10.
The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak rolling, D-Row?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
So in now for San Francisco, Joe Panik, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Cahill ready, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
First delivery to him on the way. Heavy sinker just stayed inside.
You want to talk about setting the tone and getting your teammates relaxed? That's exactly what this pitcher did, coming in and punching tickets. First 2 batters of the game.
1-1 to Andrew McCutchen. High in the air out to center field. Powell's under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Giants are down 1-2-3. Still no score. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Popped him up. Hundley has a play. 1 away.
Okay, here's how San Francisco lines up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. First delivery to him on the way. Popped high in the air. Longoria moving to his left. 2 down.
Batting 7, shortstop, Marcus.
Striding in, Marcus Semien. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just a bit high. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. The 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Now the 2-1 is in there for the second strike.
You know, he's had a very economical start out there. Got through the first inning on just 9 pitches, and he's got a chance to keep it in single digits again here in the second.
2 out, nobody on. High in the air down the right field line. McCutchen is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Next to bat for the Giants, Brandon Belt. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively.
Brandon Belt.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that misses inside 1-0. Lifetime line against Trevor Cahill. He's got 8 hits in 25 tries. He also has 1 home run. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The 1-1 home is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two and 2 the count. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at the guy playing shortstop up the chute today, and that's Marcus Semien. This has been a work in progress. He's had to grind, take countless hours of ground balls, and work on his accuracy. But don't get it twisted. He's made some big highlight reel plays, and if you miss middle, we all know the power he has.
Here comes the first pitch. Loud contact for Longoria, and a ball carrying well to left field. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot for Evan Longoria, number 17 for him on the season, as the Giants are stick to a 1-0 lead.
Everybody has heard of a hitter punishing a curve or a slider that just hangs. Well, this was a cutter. It just hangs right there out over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it. Can't leave a pitch like that to a professional hitter. Well, you can, but that's what you get.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. The numbers on the year, 272. 10 home runs and 41 RBIs. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Semien shading to his right. 2 gone.
Batting 7, left fielder, Gerardo Parra.
In is Gerardo Parra. Lifetime line against Trevor Cahill. He's just 2 for 9. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a slider on the inside for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And it's 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Giants off to a good start. Bye-bye, baby. It's a solo home run. We've played 2. It's 1-0 San Francisco. Ready now, Matt Chapman. He's just hoping for something to go his way in this one. As you can see, it's not been the case of late. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The next 0-2 is taken. That's ball one.
Now, 1 and 2.
The 1-2 is taken high above the zone.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last two were fastballs trying to get it right by him.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Chapman is retired, and there's one away. Now to the plate is the Oakland pitcher, Trevor Cahill, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded foul off to the right. Bumgarner ready with the 0-1. And that misses 1-1.
After two breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Here it comes on 1-1. Pushed softly over toward the right side. On to first, and Bumgarner's rolling right through him here. 2 away now.
Now batting, right fielder, Stephen.
Riding in once again, Stephen Piscotty, a base hit in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Sliders in for a strike.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Hit toward the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Into the box now, Steve Lombardozzi, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. There's a strike. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped up. Bumgarner over to his right, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Giants out in front here, 1-0. Stepping into the box, Nick
Leading
Hundley.
up for the Giants, catcher, Nick Hundley.
Now the pitch. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Howell's on his horse. Oh no, looked like he had it, but it goes right by him. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Man, this guy must be living right. That should have been an out, but now he's standing at third with a big smile on his face. They're going to rule it an error, and that's a costly one, too.
Standing in now, Madison Bumgarner. Softly hit out to short. And one gone.
Now batting, center fielder, Austin Jackson.
Ready for another chance, Austin Jackson. He went down swinging to start the home first. From the stretch. Soft liner to the right side, and this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning.
The second baseman, number 12, Joe Panik.
Stepping up to the plate, Joe Panik, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope.
And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Hundley on third with 2 out. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Giants leave 1, but they're up 1-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Davis. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. The 1-0 home. Misses off the plate.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
The 2-0 on the way. Is looked at for the first strike. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Josh Fegley. First delivery to him on the way. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
0-1's the count.
Bumgarner ready with the 0-1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he'll step out for a moment to reassess things here on an 0-2 count. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. Got him. fooled on the pitch as he swings at it in the dirt for strike 3. And boy, he didn't quite know what to do on that one, but he's lucky to barely get back at first.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
Stepping in now, Matt Olson. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. Comes set, and the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he's just behind the breaking ball.
It'll be interesting to see if the pitcher goes back to that. I don't know if the hitter was trying to work the ball the other way, but whatever it was, it just did not look good.
Way outside. 1-2. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Digging in to try it again, Boog Powell. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air out to center field. Jackson is under it. And the inning is over. 1 left for Oakland. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Digging in now, Andrew McCutchen. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. McCutchen can motor. He's heading for third. And the Giants can't ask for much more. It's a leadoff triple.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Now the 1-0. Heading out towards shallow right. Piscotty has a play. And that's the first out of the inning. And he might have thought about it at third, but with 1 away, decides not to risk it.
Batter, third baseman, Evan Longoria.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria, trying to make it a 2-0 ball game by bringing home that runner from third. Longoria won't be given a chance here as he's walked intentionally.
The shortstop, number 35, Brandon Crawford.
Digging in, Brandon Crawford comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a ball 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
So 1-1. Misses for the second ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
As a look, now the pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Stepping in, Gerardo Parra, and their runners at the corners now. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch is looked at for ball 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back to back. I don't think there'll be a third.
The 1-2. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. And it's a home run. They're saying fair ball, but if it was, it wasn't by much. And now hold everything here. We're going to have a conference down that first base line. As there may be some discussion as to whether or not this was really a fair ball. And you can see the umpires pointing down the right field line. We may have a situation here where they'll need to go and review whether or not this was really a home run. And that's precisely what's going to happen, as we'll give you a look on our monitors here. All right, the video review seems over, and the home run is indeed going to stand, so the replay will uphold the original call, and that was a case of better safe than sorry.
The catcher, number 5.
In now, Nick Hundley.
Nick Hundley.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. And now a pitch on the way. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. 3 runs already home here. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. One more look at the big blow for the Giants. Bye-bye, baby, a 3-run home run. We're through 4. It's now 4-0 San Francisco. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the Cal Berkeley product Marcus Semien is the first to bat in the inning. Here's the pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1. And now good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. Oh, right down Main Street with that one. 2-2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Still. Even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. One out, nobody on. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Jonathan Lucroy will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 21, Jonathan Lucroy.
And that's in there for strike 1. Lifetime numbers against Bumgarner. Pretty average results, 4 for 15. He's taken him deep once. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
1 ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Skied into straightaway right. McCutchen is under it. And that's the 3rd out. A's are gone in order. They're down 4-0.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Oakland, number 35, Daniel Colleen.
And now the Giants pitcher, Madison Bumgarner, hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Bumgarner.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a little tapper. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
I always felt 0-2 you had to cover away. If a guy's going to bury you in 3 times in a row, you tip your cap and walk back to the dugout, because that's not easy to do.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first down. And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
Austin Jackson.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a strike. The 0-2 delivery. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank, because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Here's Joe Panic as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. No hits to this point. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Right side, but it's well fouled. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Digging in and looking for more, Andrew McCutchen. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. A dive, but he's back. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Jackson, the runner at first with 2 gone. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Hard hit ball to short. Simeon's got it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for San Francisco, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. Now the pitch. Called strike. 0-2.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Check his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2. Line toward the alley in left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Into the box now, Steve Lombardozzi, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now. Grounded back up the middle. There is Crawford. A spin and a throw. Spin throw. Gets him at first. The only play he had, and he made it a good one.
The left fielder, number 2, Chris Davis.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Davis. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Standing in now, Josh Begley, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0. Line drive to center field. Jackson is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. The A's strand one. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Ready for another chance? Brandon Belt, as he'll get things started in the 6th for the Giants. First pitch on its way to right field and deep. Look at this thing go into the cove and gone. A solo home run here for Brandon Belt. Home run number 16 for him on the year, and that'll give San Francisco a 5-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Evan Longoria will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning. We flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. He's set, and the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Longoria, or just Longo as he's often referred. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Piscotty has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
The shortstop, number 35, Brandon Crawford.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground out to short. Taken in by Simeon. And the throw is a high one, but he's able to keep a foot tethered on the bag, and that becomes out number 2.
Fielder number 8, Gerardo Parra.
In is Gerardo Parra. He went deep to the tune of a 3-run job his last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
Missed with a breaking ball. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. One for the Giants. It's Brandon Belt. Bye-bye, baby. The 5, 6, and 7. Back here in San Francisco. Giants leading this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, there you see our game summary through the first 6 innings of play.
Leading off will be Athletic.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
A curveball that catches the inside corner.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month. So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
He's set. Here it comes. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. Has a look. Now the pitch. A ball and a strike.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Chopped weakly up the first base line, but it gets fouled. Olson stands at second with no outs. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
This is where a strikeout pitcher has such a big advantage. Runner on second and no outs is definitely a strikeout situation in order to keep that runner from getting to third with less than 2 outs. When you can do it, it changes the whole strategy of the inning. Even a ground ball to the right side makes this a lot more dangerous situation.
First delivery to him on the way. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taken all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
You always want to see the curve break a lot, but this one breaks a little bit too much. Comes all the way across the plate and nicks the batter.
Into the box, Matt Chapman. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here it comes, 1-0. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. The 1-1 pitch. Lined into left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Ryan Baker will get the nod from his skipper to pinch hit, and he'll do so in a big spot. Bases loaded, only one away. Now time is called, and a bit of a curious decision here to say the least, as we'll get a pinch runner at third here. Don't know if something's wrong or what. A ball and no strikes. Looking to cut into that big deficit they've got in front of them. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike one. The 1-1 is strike two swinging. With two strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone, but if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Still a ball and two strikes. Bases are loaded here, one man out. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with two away now.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
In now, Stephen Piscotty. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Jackson is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side.
It's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Roberto Garcia will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing first base, number 44, Roberto Garcia.
Yusmeiro Petit gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Striding in once again, Nick Hundley. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Nick Hundley.
First offering on its way. A fastball that just misses inside. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Here now the 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Stepping in now, Madison Bumgarner. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Behind a changeup, if you can imagine, for a strike. And that one just missed outside. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Lombardozzi is calling for it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's got a 3-for-5 line. Now the 1-0 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. Now here it comes. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Full count now. Now the payoff pitch home. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Giants down in order, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Digging in once again, Steve Lombardozzi. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. Pitch on the way. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full. Chris Davis will be next. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. In there, a base hit.
Now batting, left fielder, Trevin Davis.
Ready once again, Chris Davis. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. Longoria is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. 8th inning here from San Francisco with the Giants on top as we get a look at our line score to this point. Ready for another shot now. Josh Phegley hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
Sometimes you just got to laugh at yourself. Hitting's the hardest thing to do in all of sport. You take an ugly swing like that, take a deep breath, step out, smile about it, and get back in that box and try and do damage.
Leaves a slider right over the middle. Runners on first with one down. And it's 1-2.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Coming in on it is Jackson, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Roberto Garcia.
Next up for the A's, Roberto Garcia, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. First pitch on its way. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Into the box, Boog Powell. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking the philosophy more north-south. Just with long...
and his game of hide-and-seek ends as he's tagged out to end the inning. 1 left for Oakland. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Here's Joe Panik.
Leading out for the Giants, second baseman, Joe Panik.
Here comes the first pitch. Ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
This one's tapped foul at home plate. The 1-2. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. In comes Powell. But he won't get there. It falls in.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had the hat trick. He was staring the golden sombrero straight in the face, and he said, no dice.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0. Runners on the move for second. A ball and a strike now. Here's the 1-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Ripped down the first base line. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches. And if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Giving chase is Powell. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
One gone here in the Giants' half of the 8th, and standing in here is the very dangerous third baseman, Evan Longoria. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A high fastball is in there. Here's the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner and foul, though it had the home run distance. Now the 0-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. In comes Piscotty. And that's the second out of the inning.
The shortstop, number 35, Brandon Crawford.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there.
Your attention, please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled away.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there. But if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down. Maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Gilo, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. McCutchen over at second. Crawford at first. 2 out in the inning.
can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game. Giants will have to be content with just the one. Ninth inning coming up. It's the Giants 6 and the A's nothing. Back now in Northern California's Bay Area. We're set to continue the ninth inning in this one. Digging in to try it again, Luke Powell. He'll begin things here against Madison Bumgarner. First delivery to him on the way. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss at the big curveball.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Now batting, shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Coming to the plate now, Marcus Semien. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Back up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knobs and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game open.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman as he'll take a breaking ball then off the plate for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. This is in the air to right. There to take it in is McCutchen now for route number 2.
The pitcher, number 62, Ryan Woodson.
Jed Lowry will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Jed Lowry.
Line down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. Lifetime numbers against Bumgarner. He's got 5 base hits in 18 at-bats. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Last strike now for Oakland. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. A runner on first with 2 away. Popped him up. Belt in foul ground. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove in the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
A 6-0 shutout to finish.